G'day everybody, welcome back to our playthrough of Jusant. It is episode 5, but we are still in chapter 4, and well, in the previous episode we managed to essentially make our way into the actual structure of this tower itself. We've done a little bit of exploring already. There were a few things to find here, but I think it is time for us to move further upwards. So let's get a move on, and let's see if we can find the way. I believe we ended the episode right up there. Unfortunately, when we start the game, we seem to essentially reset into a previous position, but that's okay. The only place that we haven't exactly explored is this door right here, so let's actually open that. I think that's the way, but we shall see. Obviously keeping an eye out for any more letters and any more secrets that we might be able to find. Yeah, okay, so I think we have actually done this, and we've crossed over before. Let's just deploy that thing there, whatever that is. And let's see if we can find a way through here. I do recall this spot. There is a letter here as well. Yeah, I think we've definitely seen that letter there. That's a dead end. Yeah, bear with me, guys. It's been quite a few days since I've played Jusant, so I'm sort of trying to remember again what we're supposed to be doing. Ooh, okay. I think we have it there, so I've just realized there are some rocks there that we can grab onto right across from this position. So let's see if we can get ourselves there. There we go. And looks like we just need to float our way up. Very good. Alright. That wasn't too difficult to find. Okay, we've got a little bit of a... Is that a burger sign? Were they serving burgers here? Alright, there's a pathway over that way, and... that's nothing, I guess. Any letters that we might want to take a look at? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Come out to another sort of wide-ish area. Got these little birds. I can't remember if we've read about these birds before in that Gazette or whatever it's called. Monthly Gazette. I can definitely see something above us. I was gonna say, well, the pathway looks like it's above us, but it's always above us, I guess. Occasionally we have to sort of backtrack downwards, but I can definitely see a spot for a carabiner there. Okay, I think this is where we need to go and start from. Let's just quickly look around. Yeah, okay, towards our right here. Put a piton there. Okay, that was kind of an interesting boost there. Alright, we're gonna have to jump this one. Very good. Take all of that off, and let's just look around a little bit. Don't want to rush too much, because We know what happens if we rush a little bit too quickly. And in the previous episode we did actually miss a little bit. I assume we missed a little bit before we blew on that horn. A couple of things of interest here. Logbook 13 octaves and 1/3 after the Jusant. We docked for a while at the home of an old local farmer, Gal. To him, always having a wall within reach and a roof over your head is comforting. A feeling of safety you don't get in the open air. He made me laugh. The sky? No thank you. I saw it once, and it made me dizzy. Gal seems to be all alone in the world, but he can't bring himself to leave the tower. We don't have to ask twice for him to tell us about water. He mainly remembers the sound it made when he was just a tadpole, as he put it, and the silence that followed the drought. He spoke of full canals and waterfalls, of mud and pruny skin, and I wasn't the only one listening. In the light of the glowing mushrooms, people's faces were exhausted, but their eyes were bright. The entire group hung on to his every word. Who will listen to his stories once we're gone? We ended up staying at the farm, delaying our departure just a little longer. There was no shortage of excuses. Gal's farm needed extra hands. There was a building frame to repair, spare parts to track down, ropes to replace. It felt good to be working on something concrete, rather than wearing myself out on an interminable climb, chasing after legends. Probably the same feeling that keeps me carving my little sculptures. When it was time to leave, Met stayed behind. There was no need to explain. The group understood. All of us were secretly hoping to stay at Gal's farm. Well, I was. But I guess I'm still holding out a glimmer of hope for this expedition. Saying goodbye to Met was probably the hardest thing I've ever had to do since I started this climb. I don't know if I feel like riding anymore, or have the energy to. Goodbye. Maybe. Bianca. Okay, there we go. So I was starting to think that a lot of these glowing mushrooms sort of grew because the place became abandoned, but I guess not. I guess even when this place was populated, the glowing mushrooms were a staple, and perhaps maybe that was the primary light source, especially for those who dwelled inside. Jen, are you still around? How are things out there? Still no rain? I hosted a group from your part of the tower here, off chasing clouds or whatever's in them. We had a great time, and I got a new housemate out of it too, a youngster who reminds me of you. It'll be nice having two of us run what's left of the farm. Hey old man, great to hear from you, and I'm glad to know you're in good company. Cass and I were actually just talking about the odd jobs I used to do. It's been a while now since the harvests, hasn't it? When I think back to it now, it seems crazy how many people would come help you pick the sparkle shrooms. Well, mostly because of the pies you'd make them for snack time. You know, you never did give me the recipe. Sparkle shroom pie. Is it? Or perhaps maybe a different type of pie, but I guess we were eating the sparkle shrooms? But yeah, I assume he was making sparkle shroom pies for these guys. You know what? If it's as good as any Australian meat pie, then I'm all in. Okay. I'm assuming this is the way. I didn't really see anything in that room before. So we can now reach that, and I think that's probably the right way. Actually, we should do a meditate here, just to see where we need to head to. Okay. I don't exactly see anything else, so... Yep. I guess we are on the way, which is good. Let's get that rope out there and... Whoop, okay, that was a good first try. And we do have a vine there as well. Oh, okay. Now you guys decide to help. There we go. Much better. Now this is branching off to the right. Okay, well, I was gonna go upwards, but I guess branching to the right is the right way for us to go in. Because I don't see anything above us. I think we're supposed to reach this platform over here. Trying not to miss anything, but... Alright, looking good. You know, I can't say I miss all of the very, very hot and bright sun that we had to deal with in the previous episode and the episode before that. Though these caves must be very dank and potentially a little bit smelly. Since I imagine everything to be kind of wet constantly. Surely the people would actually go outside every now and then to catch a little bit of sunlight. Wouldn't imagine it to be too healthy to be cooped up in this cave. Okay, we've got our rock bug friends heading upwards. Okay, there seems to be an opening right here. Oh, okay. Well, it seems like we can't exactly go and actually step into the crevasse there. So, I guess I'm just gonna have to jump. Okay, good. Put a piton there. Yep. Sideways jump. Very nice. Do a quick reset here and we should be able to continue on. Ooh, I'm just looking through the crevasse there, but I can definitely see, like, even more structures through there. I don't know if that's still counted as inside. It looks like it, potentially. But then the sunlight is coming in somehow. Alright, where is this taking us? Up there. Whoops. Let's do that again. Piton here. us catching a ride with our little friends. And I think that's where we need to go. Right here. Alright, very good. I'm just gonna have a quick look just to make sure that there's no pathway that we have missed. I do see that thing there that gives us the sprouts to hang on to. And some kind of a pathway over there. Not entirely sure how to reach that though. Let's maybe check out what's going on here first. Maybe some kind of a pottery shop? The door is gonna open. This morning, I forgot to put lichen in my drink, but drank it anyway, and then cried tears of joy because my toast was so delicious. I'm so wound up, I can't get anything done. I don't know if I should blame the drought, the evacuation that started, or the end of the world. Anyway, I've got mushrooms to grow. Okay, some people seem to have gone a little bit crazy. What is this room here? I wonder if we're actually going to go through there. Okay, let's get this opened. Oh, okay, I see where we are. That's where we ended up before. The sprout thingo is just underneath us. Is there any reason for us to be taking that? I guess not, because it just seems to be like some kind of a shortcut, almost. Let me just quickly meditate here and see where we're supposed to go. So we are sort of going away from that blue circle. Well, I suppose maybe we'll eventually get back to it. There is a big sort of symbol wall in front of us we can interact with. Okay. This almost looks like a sand, like hourglass thing. But what I'm guessing is this is maybe depicting how water was eventually taken from the land and stored maybe in the sky. I assume these blue circular things are water droplets. Maybe. Again, your guess is as good as mine. Oh, okay, here we go. That opening that we saw before. So yeah, I guess the sunlight's just coming in from above us. I don't know if that's like the very top of this tower or... Ooh, okay. I feel like if we go through and use the zip line, we might not be able to actually get back again. Oh, look at that big one there. The big... what is it? A pebble? Is that right? I wonder if we'll actually get to ride on one or something like that. I'm just gonna backtrack a little bit, guys, because... Again, I don't want to miss anything. I didn't exactly see any additional pathway at all. But what I might do is just hang a little bit. Okay. I'm just trying to see if there's anything I missed on the other side of this sort of tunnel. It doesn't look like it. Alright, it's maybe a little bit of a risk here, but we will progress further. I'm hoping that the pathway will actually loop us around back to that blue circle that we need to get to. Fingers crossed. Yeah, look at all of that. Yep, so this takes us back up. And yeah, actually circles just in front of us. Obviously gonna contribute. There's all of that. There's a doorway there. Ooh, it's a shell. Let's have a listen. Wow. Okay, so I guess even here there was plenty of water. People are using boats to get around everywhere. Well, I say boats, but like these little sort of canoe-looking things. And they even have this thing here, which is what I assume to be a... I don't know what the right name for it is, but it's like a boat elevator where, you know, when boats need to sort of get above a certain height, you would sort of essentially bring the boat in while the water is shallow, and then you would close the two gates and then raise the water up to where it needs to be, and then the boat can then continue in a little bit of a higher position than it was. Again, if anyone knows the right word for these boat elevators, you're welcome to correct me in the comments down below. Say no to locks. Water and people should be able to flow freely. We can't deny the many for the sake of the few. In the current crisis, it's our duty to stand in solidarity with living things. To confine the water is to confine us all. Regular information sessions at the Market Canteen, the Whitewater Collective. I guess this is when they started bringing in water restrictions or something like that. Trying to conserve the water. Let's just do a quick meditate here, and just make sure that we're not missing anything. Yeah, we've picked up the secret there already, so the blue circle's gone missing now. But next is our objective up there. I'm not sure what the the green circles represent exactly, but we'll try and get there, obviously. Community Canteen. Upcoming activities. Permanent team to fight water insecurity. Fundraising dinners for the Whitewater Collective. Repair workshop. All items accepted. Note, the canteen will now open 1 prime earlier to reduce overcrowding. Pay what you can. To help in the kitchen, arrive early in the sleep. All help welcome. We have a canteen, we've got a lot of books and stuff going on here. No one comes by anymore. I haven't sold a single flower. Should I switch careers? But I don't know how to do anything besides taking care of plants. I might as well write poetry, right? Or try to, at least. Roses are red, violets are blue. Where, oh where has everyone gone to? Yeah. Oh, it's probably better poetry than whatever I could write. I got our little floating worms, parachuting worms. There they go again. Not really seeing anything of interest here. This place looks like they were working on sculptures. This place too. Maybe this one specialized in wood and this one in stone. Imagine that they would be very, very competitive with each other. Alright, I think the pathway's relatively straightforward. Oh, okay. It stops here, apparently. I do see some stuff towards our right. Ooh, okay. That was not good. Let's try that again. Okay. Again, almost didn't make it. Alright, what's going on here? There's some stairs over there. I'm not entirely sure how to reach it though. Okay. I guess that's our only way forward. So there's a platform over there, which I'm sort of curious about. I sort of want to maybe go there first, instead of going up to that platform. So let me just drop down. And perhaps maybe what we could do is just sidestep here from here. All right. Any secrets? Very good. Oh, and it seems like this just connects to the upper platform as well. There you go. Don't have to stress too much. Do we have any mail going on here? Come now, dear friend. Enough moping around. The situation isn't as hopeless as that. I'm quite certain the water supply is being managed by some very competent people. I have no doubt that they have a clever plan to get us out of this mess. Believe me, there is no cause for concern. Are you still coming over for tea? We've filled the basin. Nothing like a bit of swimming to chase away the blues. Okay. Again. More delusional people trying to deny the crisis they're in. So there's this, and then there's that. Perhaps maybe we would have used that if we climbed to that platform over there. Yeah, this game is pretty good at giving us multiple pathways to choose from to try and get to your destination, but it does sort of make things a little bit more confusing, especially when there are secrets and stuff hidden around the place, and that you don't exactly want to miss anything. I'm just looking around and making sure that we're not missing any spot at all. Alright, good. But I am definitely not a fan of these rock bug sections. Okay, that was a bit of a fail. Let's try that again. I want to try and hang on to these guys. They're heading upwards. Okay. Now, where do we go from here? I assume just continuing upwards. All right. Yeah, that was a little bit nerve-wracking. Are we in the right spot, though? I see stuff going on there. Oh, yep. Okay, just gonna slide our way across. There's something down there. Is this anything worthwhile? But it seems like we do have a means of getting back up, so it's good. Oh, yes, one of these things. Ah, and this is what the green circles represent. Alright, so it's kind of story time, isn't it? Okay, it's still very abstract, but my guess is that this is sort of depicting like maybe waterways within the soil or maybe within the structure itself, and we can sort of see these fish and all manner of other animals traveling through it. Possibly. Anyway. Time to move on. Yeah, let's just climb up this vine. Anything to the right? Doesn't look like it. Okay, good. Alright, let's push on. That could have been easily missed. Just quickly take a look at where we need to go. Definitely getting closer. Okay, that didn't really grow very far, did it? Alright. It's a little bit hard to tell what's waiting for us up there, but I guess we'll know when we get there. Oh, okay, we've got more of those sort of floating bright fishy things. Okay, so there we go. I'm aiming to get there as much as we can. Very good, very good. Let's do a reset. Now, which way do we go? there anything we need to do from this vine? Maybe not. Do a piton here, just in case. Another piton there. So I don't think we'll really need it. Okay, let's do a big jump here. Very nice. Almost there. Running out of rope though. Alright. We made it. That was actually quite a long climb. What the... What is going on here? I mean... These are like... basically jellyfish, but... in the open air. I assume they're not going to be hostile or anything like that. In fact, I don't think there is anything in this game that would probably be hostile aside from just, you know, the rocks themselves and falling off the ledges and stuff. Very cool. Very mystical and beautiful. Was not expecting to see something like this. And look at how vast this cave is. The interior of this entire structure. It's massive. It's even bigger than I thought it was. Alright. Ooh, okay. Another one of these walls. Okay, so the way I'm seeing this is that perhaps maybe way back in the past, these towers contained water reservoirs with fish and all sorts of different organisms. And us humans, we've maybe been tapping into those water reserves, because it looks like we're sort of funneling a lot of that water for, you know, the purposes of drinking, bathing, and it looks like we're also using it to, say, water a lot of the crops that we grow as well. Until eventually, these water reserves may have dried up. Again, that's just my assumption, but... Alright. Let's get moving. Didn't see any pathways in there, but I think there was another pathway to our left before. Yeah, up here. Do a peat on there. We might have to jump across. So let's maybe hang. All right. Oh, okay. I was gonna say I couldn't really see where we need to swing to, but the game's nice enough to actually light it in front of us. Over there. Probably need to adjust the height of our rope, or the length of our rope. There we go. There we go. Alright. Let's do a piton, just in case. Sorry, Ida. I have to go to the market. Their water inlet is acting up again. Things are starting to get complicated. I really thought that by holding back the water, but there's nothing to be done. The basins are empty. I think it's time for a more radical change. What would have happened if we'd let the water flow freely from the start? I'm boring you with my musings, but sometimes I get the feeling we've made a big mistake. There's a pier collapsing in Boatman's district. Do you think you could take care of it? Hey Joe, things are non-stop at the moment. I'll have to go fishing for a new team to shore it up. Sar's already over at the Two Pillars site. As for the other stuff, I don't know what to say. What's done is done. Alright, I'll pick up the supplies I need and then I'm off to the Boatman's district. Boatman's district. Collapse. I wonder if it's sort of related to what we were talking about before with the with those water reservoirs, and if the water reservoirs are empty, then you would imagine the structure above it would become a little bit more unstable, and maybe that's what's causing those collapses. Oh, we're getting very, very close here. Hey big guy, I hope you're well. You know, I still don't like the thought of you perched above that basin. It's too big. We just aren't made for the open air. You'd be better off in our tunnels, where it's cozier. You might have already heard, but Anne's barge is finally back on dry land. They can't drive it anymore, they say. But you should see them now, they've never been so busy. They're working at a sore rescue center, or some such thing, if you can believe it. Who'd want to save sores, seriously? They always look so disgruntled, like they're judging us. But things haven't been easy for Anne, and they seem happy again. That's what matters. Your father played a song for you. It was beautiful. May the currents be kind to you, wherever they are. The sores. I think we heard about the sores in another letter that we picked up previously. This is a little bit tricky. There we go. Let's meditate a little bit. Let's make sure that we're not missing anything. Oh, apparently there's something over there. Have I missed something? Or perhaps maybe we're getting close to it. No, I think we haven't been there. We might actually circle around to it. Pete's on there. Yeah, do not exactly feel comfortable riding these guys. There we go. We are the water surveyors. In the dark tunnels, we guide, clean, navigate rivers and streams. So the water called forth in the day and the sky can fill, nourish, cherish all living things. Interesting, what, like a motto, maybe? Where are we heading to? Are we seriously heading down there? It's a long way to go. Actually, there's some ledges that we can grab onto. Okay. I assume we're getting close here. Yep. Alright. Must have been some kind of a kitchen. But I could definitely hear like what sounds to be water maybe trickling down from the rocks above. So there must have been like a water reserve somewhere above us, or perhaps maybe this used to be a water reserve itself and people started living in it once the water receded. I often wonder what would have happened if the rain had returned. Would we still have met? Or would we have led parallel lives elsewhere, each of us unaware of the other's existence? As much as seeing the Great Basin dry up more with each sleep fills me with despair, I can't help but be happy by your side. That's sweet, but sad at the same time. I wonder what these things are. Perhaps maybe we might read about them in one of those Gazette entries. Okay, we can actually see where we need to go there. It's a strange looking thing. I'm guessing a horn is going to be waiting for us up there. So, yeah, let's get climbing. Just making sure we don't really miss anything on our way up here. Because now that we can actually see where we're needing to go, getting a little bit excited about getting there, but... There's something over there, actually, which seems pretty accessible. Okay, very good. Whoops. Wrong way. There we go. feet on there, just in case. Maybe I need to swing my way to that vine. There we go. Wow, we made it. Okay, let's just look around a little bit here, because I don't want to make the same mistake as last time, but I don't think there's anything here for us, guys, so let's do it. And let's progress this story a little bit more. Wow, beautiful. There we are, guys. We're at Chapter 5. Mirage. Look at this place. I mean, it is really loud though. And very windy. But it's nice to see the place looking very, very green. It looks like we're getting closer and closer to perhaps the very top of this tower. And my guess is that our objective really is to return this little guy to where it belongs, and I'm hoping we'll be able to do that in the next few episodes, but this is probably a good place for us to take a little bit of a break, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. And as usual, leave a like, a dislike, or a comment or two down below. Stay true, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.